Hello. Now we are going to look at the idea of best buy. What's the best value for money that we could get if we're comparing different products together? And as so often happens with comparison, the key is that we are comparing like with like. And in this case, that means the same amount of something in each case. So let's look at two examples, keeping in mind that the key idea is we must compare the same amount of something, compare like with like. So if we go into the supermarket and we see different boxes of eggs or different cartons of eggs, we often have eggs that might come in 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 groups. And we see a box of eggs, 6 eggs that costs €4 and a bigger box of 10 eggs that costs €7. Now, how am I going to compare which one of those gives me the best value? When we're asked a question like this in maths, it can look a little bit similar, or particularly if it's referred to as the best buy or the most sensible thing to buy, it can look quite like an English type question where they might be looking for an argument as to what makes most sense. Maybe I don't need 10 eggs. But in maths, best buy or what is the most sensible thing to buy always means what is the cheapest per item or per unit. So what we're going to do is find out the cost of one egg from this box of 6 eggs and the cost of one egg in this box of 10 eggs. And whichever one is cheaper per egg, that's what we define as the best value in maths, the best thing to buy in maths. So if 6 eggs costs €4, so let's write this down as a ratio. So we have 6 eggs is to €4. This is directly proportional. As the number of eggs goes down, the cost is going to go down. So how would we find the cost of one egg? Well, that's going to be a sixth as many eggs, so it's going to be a sixth as much money. So one egg is going to cost us 2/3 of €1. In the case of doing comparisons, it's often better to write this as a decimal. Decimals are often the easiest thing to compare directly. So if we put that in our calculator, or you can do out the division, you get 0.666 going on forever, and we can just go that as 0.67. It occurs to me we would often go to 4 decimal places, so I will do that here. So 0.6667 is going to be our cost for one egg in the 6 eggs carton. So the 6 eggs box there, and then for the 10 eggs box, which costs €7, we are going to do the same thing. We're going to find out the cost of one egg, so we need to get 1/10 of our 10 eggs, because 10 divided by 10 is 1, just like 6 divided by 6 is 1. And one egg is 0.7 of €1, which is more expensive than our 6 eggs box. And this is something that we will often see in these questions. The assumption is often that the larger box of something is going to be cheaper, but often, in fact, when we go to the shops, that isn't true. So the smaller box of them actually costs less per egg. So the 6 egg box is best value. I'll write that down. So our 6 egg box is best value because each individual egg costs less. This is less expensive than this is. It's a smaller number. Now, let's look at another example. So we go to the supermarket and 2 kilograms of flour costs €2.40. 3 kilograms of flour in another container costs €3.30. Which one is the better value, or which one should we buy? Well, we need to compare like with like. So what we're going to do, we could find out how much flour we get in each case for €1, but it's probably in this case more natural to find out what the cost of 1 kilogram of flour is in each case, but you would get full marks if you found out how much flour you got for €1. Now, 2 kilograms of flour costs us €2.40. So how are we going to find out what this is? The direct proportions of we can just divide both by 2. If I got half as much flour, it would cost half as much. They're in direct proportion. So we divide that and we get €1.20. And if we take the larger bag, 3 kilogram bag, that is €3.30. And to get 1 kilogram there, we're going to divide both sides by 3. Because 3 divided by 3 is going to give us 1, just like 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. And 1 kilogram in this larger container would cost us €1.10. So in this case, the 3 kilogram bag is actually the best buy, because for 1 kilogram of flour, it costs us less. So it's important at the end we're doing our storytelling and we are saying that we understand that because this is cheaper per kilogram, that means that it is the best value. And that's what we need for now.